So let's make some longer trapezoids here. It's just about like this. So just make sure one edge or one edge is side or rather is longer than the other one, and we just do this. This is going to give us things like our arms and our legs, upper limb, lower limb, right? And we'll do a few that are like this. And they don't have to be perfect, because if I'm drawing and I just do this and I interlock this with my upper arm and do a shoulder like this, I'm not worried about the exact shape, right? I'm not worried. Then I can make some adjustments, and you guys are going to learn some of the more advanced shapes, because then you'll also understand the contours of the figure. We'll get into contours, obviously. I think I'm going to have a section that says making contours, but right now we want to just get used to the shapes. So, and again, for my very, very beginning artists, start out like this. Don't feel the pressure to jump in, okay? Don't feel that pressure. And you see, that's a little bit more boxy. That really wasn't what I was looking for. So look at this one that I did. Okay. So now, so I did, okay. So here's one part that's larger. I go in and I make this one slightly longer, and then I make a little diagonal. I like this little shape right here. So essentially, I just took off the little edge right there. So if you think about this, let's do one that's like this, more of a right. And this is helping me out too, just to let you guys know, because I've noticed the thing is that I have a lot of these techniques because I'm always teaching, but then sometimes I start to draw and I just forget everything. I don't forget everything, but it's like I forget to do this stuff because my default has always been this. You guys have seen me do this time and time again, where I'm just doing this, and I'm just not. That's not that's helpful, but I think looking at these overall shapes, we'll just make another long one here. These overall shapes are what really, let me stop saying really, they are what absolutely make your art look a lot cooler. It gives you your style, the way you interpret your shapes. So, and then we'll do another one of these right here. And this is really subtle. You work on your subtleties. And like I said, I'm not really worried about making this super neat. Because even with this, if I wanted to say turn this into a leg, right? And I can kind of put the glutes back here, and then put a foot on somewhere down here. I got the sharpness for the knee, and I can always go in and just reshape that. And as of lately, I've been very influenced by the way that animators, people who animate action animation, the way that they draw, because I knew that they drew differently and I couldn't quite put my hand on it or place my finger on it, as they say. But I'm like, there's something different going on when I look at people that I follow on Instagram who draw, who work in the animation industry. And we'll just mix these up a little bit. And if you're wondering, like, can you do, when I did the first one like this, can you do something like that? Of course you can. That works for going back to that first one. This absolutely works. Because as a matter of fact, it will give you, take that part off right there, it'll give you your face. Or it can give you a face. It can give you a face. Make a little bust. Now let's do this, because I was going to make a whole separate video, but let's do this. Let's interlock these. So we're interlocking these, and here's the thing about the interlocking. If you're trying to check to see if you're properly interlocking these, you should be able to make a little square in between where you are interlocking. So let's do that, and then we'll interlock one. We can make a long one now. We can just make this longer like that. Let's do another one right here like this. All right. And in the next video, I think I am going to just make it one entirely dedicated just to interlocking the long pieces, so we just get used to certain things. So here we go. And let's just do a large one right here. Doesn't make any difference. You can make these rectangular or whatever. And let's do a long one right here. And then let's do a short one like this. So like a more, let's put like a box with this. Box with that, okay? And let's just get one more in here in the last second. You can just practice these. There's something you can practice. Yes, I absolutely have the worksheets. Worksheets are not necessary for you to do any of this stuff, but I know that some people like to have them, and mileage may vary. Okay, let's get one more. Let's get one more. Let's do a box. All right. So there you go. We can move. You can move on to the next one. You can practice. This whole section is, you can look at it a little bit, draw a little bit, go back, look at it, draw, show everybody your work, so show everybody the work on the forum, in the course itself. You could post this to the Facebook forum if you're on that. That's absolutely fine. So let's yeah, I look forward to either seeing what you're doing or just keep working at it. You don't have to share your work. It's not necessary, because I've set up a way to see, so that you can see your own progress. I think this will work. So, all right, I will see you in the next video.